This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Cop held in one of two big cocaine busts since Wednesday. The narcotics police have made two major drug busts in the corporate area and St. Catherine within a 24-hour since Wednesday. In the first instance, about 9 p.m. on Wednesday, detectives from the Narcotics Division and the St. Catherine South Police Division conducted a targeted operation in the Portmore Fishing Village along the Dyke Road in Portmore, St. Catherine. The operation was aimed at persons involved in the gun-for-drugs trade between Jamaica and Haiti. During the operation, law enforcers seized a 9mm pistol, a .380 pistol, 11 9mm cartridges, 2.38 cartridges, approximately 5 kilos of cocaine, US $6,400, a 32-foot boat fitted with a Yamaha 75-horsepower engine and a Mercury 60, a Toyota Probox motor car, and a Nissan Caravan motor vehicle. Two males were taken into custody. One is a boat captain and the other is a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigation. The cocaine that was seized has an estimated street value of US $250,000. In the second instance, detectives are investigating the circumstances surrounding the seizure of approximately 55 kilograms of cocaine at the west terminal of the Kingston Freeport Terminal on Thursday at about 9:45 a.m. Reports are that during a joint operation by the Narcotics Police and the Jamaica Customs Agency, a 40-foot container was searched and two duffel bags, each containing 25 parcels with cocaine weighing approximately 55 kilograms, were found. The seized drugs in that case have an estimated street value of approximately US $2 million. Justice was served, says attorney for Dogpaw co-accused. The lawyer for Michael Allen, who, along with Christopher Linton, more popularly known by his alias Dogpaw, had his conviction overturned by the Court of Appeal on Wednesday, says his client received the judgment that he deserved. I believe when you look at the circumstances, justice was served, attorney at law Patrick Peterkin, who represented Allen, told the news. Asked if his client would be pursuing an unlawful imprisonment suit against the state, Peterkin responded, "I haven't gotten any instructions to do that." Allen and Linton were accused of shooting at two policemen who were traveling in a service vehicle along Tavern Drive, St. Andrew in April 2010. The men had denied the allegations at their trial. They were, however, found guilty and were each sentenced to 15 years in prison for illegal possession of firearm and 15 years for shooting with intent. The men subsequently filed an appeal and were acquitted on a verbal decision handed down on Wednesday when the Court of Appeal said the identification evidence was unreliable. Linton, a reputed gang leader, was at one point the most wanted man in Jamaica. Following news of the overturned conviction, Leah Tavares Finson, the mother of Linton's child and daughter of Queen's Counsel Tom Tavares Finson, celebrated the verdict. She posted the word "road" with an exclamation mark, and in a subsequent IG story post, the mom of two shared a throwback photo of Linton and her son, which she captioned, "When it becomes reality, road Mckenzie, freedom over captivity." Manchester gangster shot and killed. Tariana Mckenzie, a member of the notorious Greyground gang in Manchester, was shot and killed in the parish last night. Another man was shot and injured in the attack and remains in hospital. It is reported that they were among a group of persons at an establishment in the community of Blenheim when they were pounced upon by gunmen who opened fire. The incident happened about 8:15 p.m. Mckenzie was hit multiple times. He and the other man were taken to hospital where Mckenzie died. Residents of the community told the news that Mckenzie was in the process of completing the construction of a car wash and a bar. A new place him a build up in the area, but most people know say him a bad man. And they know when you're a bad man, anything can happen. I heard about 9 shots last night, but nobody now go risk it and come out and find out what happened, said a resident who requested anonymity. We seen about the place, but we keep with distance. Just sorry said it's something at the area though, the resident added. Superintendent of Police Gary Francis says the deceased was the subject of investigations for a number of crimes in the parish and is the cousin of a man formerly listed on the parish's most wanted list. He said, based on preliminary investigations, Mckenzie was the subject of last night's attack and his demise could have been as a result of his lifestyle. Francis is appealing to anyone with information to come forward. Policeman convicted of chopping man to death loses appeal. A policeman who was convicted of chopping a man to death in Portmore, St. Catherine in 2007 has lost his appeal. In handing down its decision yesterday, the Court of Appeal ordered that the sentence of Andrew Watkins must begin from June 2018. He was sentenced to 16 years and 9 months in prison. He was found guilty of the September 2017 murder of Maurice Francis following a 3-week trial in the Home Circuit Court on March 2018. Another cop, Constable Omar Edwards, was charged jointly with Watkins and also tried, but he was found not guilty. The prosecution had led evidence that on September 7, 2007, Watkins and the deceased, who resided in 1 North Greater Portmore, had a dispute when Francis chopped Watkins with a machete multiple times. During the incident, Edwards intervened and ordered Francis to drop the machete after pointing his firearm at him. He complied. Subsequently, Watkins took up the machete and chopped Francis several times, resulting in his death. Following an investigation, both Watkins and Edwards, who was accused of assisting in Francis's murder, were charged in relation to his death. Attorneys at law C.J. Mitchell and Venice Brown represented Watkins. 20-year-old from St. Thomas allegedly held with submachine gun in St. Andrew. A team from the St. Andrew North Police Division seized a Mach 11 submachine gun with a magazine containing 8 and 9mm cartridges during an operation in Sunrise Crescent, St. Andrew on Thursday, April 15. A man was arrested and charged in relation to the find and seizure. Charged with illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition is 20-year-old Alex Mitchell of Hearties District in Yallis, St. Thomas. Reports are that about 7:30 a.m., law enforcers were conducting an operation in the Sunrise Crescent community when Mitchell was seen running towards an unfinished building. He was pursued by the law enforcers and was accosted and searched, and the firearm was allegedly found in the front of his waistband. He was arrested and subsequently charged by the police. His court date is being finalized. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.